Well, hello, and welcome back to my home and garden here in Northeast Oklahoma, where today you find me in the Courtyard Garden. It has been such a wonderful change of weather we've had in the last couple of days. We've had another little bit of a hot spell, a little bit of a dry spell. We had a little bit of rain this morning, and the ground is finally nice and wet. And I have been wanting so much to get more of my fall planting done, but I'm a little late this year. I usually jump into it a little bit earlier, but it's just been so warm and the plants have even been under so much stress that I've really just put it off. But over the next few days, we're supposed to have some showers start coming in. The weather's starting to turn. I know I talked to my dad back in Georgia, and he was saying they had already seen a little bit of a turn because they had some rain and the temperatures were starting to come down. So I see in our forecast, we're finally starting to get some fall temperatures in. Hopefully we'll get down into the 40s at night and be a little bit cooler. We've been still running in the 60s, maybe upper 50s. So it's just not quite fall time here in Oklahoma just yet. But I know that once I get some of these areas pulled together, I'm going to get out and enjoy being in the garden a little bit more. And this is an area that I love coming to, but I have learned that when it's not looking its best, when the leaves are on the ground from being dry, when the plants aren't looking good, just as you can see right now, the lilac leaves are starting to crumble. The pots aren't quite as colorful either. So I want to get this area worked on today. I want to make it a little more cozy and comfortable so that I want to get out here. And I certainly want to add some color. I love having fall color. A lot of times we are waiting on the trees and the leaves to turn, but I actually like bringing in a lot of different plants this time of year. I know in the last video I was talking about pansies, that so many areas of the country, especially the northern parts, you don't really put in pansies until the springtime, but we put them in the fall here in Oklahoma. And I'm going to do a little bit different color scheme on this side of the house. In the back, I really went with those autumnal colors, those oranges and burgundies, colors like that. But I'm going to do some softer colors on this side. This area is on the west side of the house. It's just beyond the primary bathroom. So we're in the bathroom. We can look out each day and see this area. And I love seeing some color over here, seeing some life come to this area. One thing that I also have been behind on, you might notice I don't have those slabs in yet. I've been dragging my feet. We do have them here, but we don't have a machine rented just yet so that we can bring them up to the house and get them placed in. So we're going to have a machine to help with that because a lot of them are pretty heavy. And I'm wanting a really large one here in front of the bench. I'm going to get that put in hopefully before long. And I know once I get these plants started, I'm really going to want to start bringing this area together. I'm actually going to be painting the bench too. I've held off because it's actually going to become my new accent color here at Okarga Farms. You've seen a lot of the white and brown, but we're going to bring a little color into the bench. It's also going to be the color that's going to go on the new potting shed for our accent color. So that's going to be taking place, and I'll have to bring you back. But today what I'm going to do is I want to run through, clean out these pots, add in some beautiful fall color, add in a little bit of accents along the paths. I know sometimes I find myself really wanting some type of structure along the path. So today I'm just going to actually dot in some kale and some pansies. See if just having a little bit more of a delineated line where we can see actually maybe where the path is supposed to be. See how that feels. It's going to feel so much better once I get those slabs in place. But I'm going to go through now and just add, again, some great fall color. For us in Oklahoma, I know different parts of the country, a lot of these plants won't last near as long, but we have some ornamental kale that I'm going to be putting in. And you can see this variety here is this beautiful dark leaf with actually a little bit of a purpley plum down inside. And I just love the crinkly texture of the leaves. And as you can see, it's a great size. So it's going to be filling in a lot of space. I'm going to be adding some mustard in as well. This is a wonderful foliage, actually can take quite a bit of cold. So I'm going to be adding that in. Also some pansies, of course, for color. And then some dusty miller. I wanted something to just lighten it up so that everything wouldn't be too dark. And then for this time of year, we're going to be adding in some white pumpkins. I'll have those. Probably I'll leave them in here until around Thanksgiving just to add a little bit of that harvest feel. But then But the reason that I picked these colors, I'm hoping to just leave these pansies in place so that when we get back to springtime, we're already in these spring colors. I'll probably take the orange out in the back. Once the fall season is over, I really like to get rid of some of that orange color, but I'm going to leave these in all winter. We'll see how well they do back here, but I think it's really going to add a great bounce of color and certainly be a very welcoming area to come back and relax on days when the weather is nice and you want to get outside. So right now I'm just going to spend a little time. I'm going to clean out these pots, get them arranged, get them all styled in. And then once I finish that up, then I'm going to start placing some plants along the pathway. You're really going to see it transform then when there's so much color that comes into the garden itself. Now it's time to get started. All right, so I'm starting to clean it out, but I wanted to jump in here and say I'm going to leave my spider plants. Of course, these will die once we have a heavy freeze, but with having some protection from the lilac, the overhead trees, and the fence, it's going to take a really heavy freeze really to knock these away completely. And I just love the variegated foliage still. Still brightens up a container. So for now, I'm just going to leave these in. I'm going to work my kale and pansies in around them. Of course, I had some new soil that I added in the spring, so I'm not going to be adding any soil, not really putting any fertilizer in there because we're getting pretty late into October. But I really just want to have these pots looking a little more splashy with some color. So just wanted to explain a little bit about those. I know those are going to die once we have a nice heavy freeze. We're going to see how long those last, but I think having those in there is really just going to add a little brightness to these containers. So now I'm just going to get in with the rest of these plants. We'll get it all sorted out and come back and see how they look. All right, got those planted in pretty quick. Now comes one of my favorite parts. I love using pumpkins. And I think back here what I'm going to use is more of white pumpkins. I'm going to stay away from that orange since I don't have the orange pansies. So I left a couple of places in each one of these just so that I can add in some of these pumpkins. And I'm going to put them a little bit more toward the front and the bench. I mean, this is the main area that you see when you're out here sitting. So I'm just going to pop a few of these in. Again, we'll have this all set up like this through Thanksgiving. We'll have some guests over at Thanksgiving, so it'll be nice if it's a nice day to be able to come out in the garden. So I'm going to go ahead and add these in, and I still have a good month before it gets Thanksgiving that we can enjoy having these pumpkins. And again, nothing that's real jarring, something that actually kind of fits within this color tone. I had brought these striped ones because I didn't know if I wanted to use those, but I'm going to stick to white. I think I have plenty of white to make that happen. So I think those actually came together quite nicely. I'm just going to stick in another one right there. So I'm going to get the pots watered in. And then now what I think I'm going to do is start bringing that color out into the bed. One thing that I don't use a lot of in the ground, but I've wanted to try to use this time because we had some beautiful mums that were pretty. Mums they go so quickly when it's really warm. So we have these beautiful, kind of a purpley aubergine, kind of a light aubergine color, I guess. at the nursery, and they came in bud instead of bloomed out, which was perfect because I can get a few weeks out of them. So we're going to be dotting those in. I'm going to put those around for a couple of accents. And then we'll come back, add those pansies, and then we're going to stop and see how it all turned out. But again, I kind of just wanted to stop along the way. I wanted you to see just by bringing in just a little bit more color makes a huge difference. I was really hoping today we'd have a little bit more change in the color. This is the sugar maple. I think I have 2 left. I've lost so many maples. It's ridiculous. The winds here can just butcher the maples and knock them all over. But this one has survived. Again, this is a regular sugar maple. There's legacy sugar maples that we sell a lot of at the garden center. But I was so hoping that we'd start to have some color because it turns such a beautiful golden color. And then right next to us here are those autumn blaze. So this one's going to be a red, and then the sugar maple will be a yellow. So I'm going to have to remember to come back and film to show you those when those get ready. I'm going to run out now and get the mums, see if we can get those put in. Then I'll jump back in and show you those, and then we'll get started on these pansies. I just love how these have turned out. Look at this beautiful color. I don't know, it's kind of hard to describe whether it's, maybe it's more of a magenta color, but I love having something big here for a little bit of extra emphasis because the hosta is starting to wither away. And of course the pansies are going to be small. So having these large type of shrub fill-in plants with all this beautiful color, I just love how this is turning out. And of course, having this color to match all of the pansies is working out really well. So I've got these in, and I literally just plopped them in. I didn't take them out and plant them because I'm not going to worry about them growing in here. I really just wanted them for seasonal color. These were such a good deal out at Sanders Nursery where I work. These were $10. They're 3-gallon mums. We had all of our mums for these last couple of weeks of mum season for $10. And we have really gone through them really well. But as you can see, they're absolutely beautiful. I just love how that turns out. So now I'm going to run, get the pansies, start putting those in, and we're really going to see this area transform with so much more color. All right, I think the pansies have really added so much fun color. Now comes in some random plantings, some plants that I've had put to the side. I've been trying to decide exactly what I want to do with them. Also, a few plants down here that I've had over in the wood line that I kind of forgot about. We put them over there just so they wouldn't be stressed out so much from the heat and the dry. But I've got to get them in. So I've got some Helen von Stein lambs here. I'm going to go ahead and get in this garden. Also have some Virginia. I put some Virginia before here at the front. I had the Miss Piggy variety, which is my favorite from Proven Winners, which is this larger leaf. But this is just kind of an old basic kind from the garden center. So I'm going to go ahead and get that put in. And then I've got a few more of those red giant mustard that I used in the pots. And I actually think I'm going to put them maybe a couple clumps in the garden because I know they get rather large. And I've got a couple areas that actually can use a few more plants. But this tray in particular is one that I want to get in. I'm a little sad that I forgot about it because it may not have time to get rooted in before it gets really, really cold. But this is a variety pack of ajuga. And all of these different types are rather new to us at the garden center. And of course, you might remember we put in the tropical toucan variety, which I believe is, let me see here, this variety right through here. that we used before in the garden that is done actually really well. You look, there's actually straight down here. Here's a great sample of that ajuga. We put it in I believe it was last year, and it's rooted in really well. Have a couple really good patches that have done well. But these are several other varieties from that same company. This series is called the Feathered Friends series. There's kind of the tag on it. Hardiness is zones 4 to 9, so we fall right in the middle. I just don't know that they're going to actually have time to get rooted in, but I'm going to put these around in random places here in the courtyard garden, and we'll see. I'm going to leave the tags in them because I want to see which ones actually perform well, which ones actually get rooted in. I can't be too harsh on them because I'm not giving them a lot of time to get rooted in, so I've got to remember that. But I just love all the different variations in this variety pack. And again, I want to get these put in and see how well they're going to do. But what I'm going to do is just kind of walk around, look for some pockets where I've had maybe some plants that have died out. Of course, knowing that I've got some hosta actually too that have kind of just withered away. Some of them got a little crispy with the sun and the lack of moisture. So what I'm going to do is just kind of pop in some of these different collections of ajuga, also the red giant mustard, and also put in the lamb's ear, get it all finished up, and then I'll come back, we'll finish it out, and we'll see just how much better it looks just by adding a little bit of color here late in the fall season. Well, it's time to get all of these new plantings watered in. So remember, if you liked this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow me, the Preppy Gardener, and I'll be back with another video very soon.